Now that's the main thingy.
This week we have based ourselves at a place called Wharekawa, which shares a harbour with the small town of Apotari. The Wharekawa harbour is home to plenty of fish life and allows access to the coast. It has a shifting tidal bar, so only attempt to cross it with a minimum of recent local knowledge. Welcome to paradise. That's what we call paradise, eh Mick?
Yeah, mate. We're at a little spot called Wharekawa. It's on the east coast of the Coromandel.
Yep. And we're here for a couple of days and we're going to get into a bit of hunting, a bit of gathering.
And a bit of fishing.
Most definitely. Should we get into it?
Yeah, mate, let's get into it.
Let's go. With the bar uncrossable at low tide, the first order of the day was to set the net before getting into the Milwaukee Challenge. All right, we're just setting the net here for some flounder. It's a good thing to do, but make sure if you are going to set a net, check the regulations, because it's don't just go chuck a net in the water, because there are a lot of different regulations around mesh size and for what you're targeting, certain areas, etc. So yeah, make sure you just check out what you're doing and where it is that you're putting your net, but give it a go, because it's a good way of hopefully getting some nice flounder in a particular area like this. Hey, Meg?
Hell yeah.
All right. Move the rock. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to swear at you. An idiot. The challenge is to drive the Sanyong through the course the quickest, and the consequence is to do some embarrassing stuff in town wearing the pink Top Catch t-shirt. That was a bit of fun, mate.
Oh, yeah, it was all right.
Ah, it was good, though.
Yeah, it was all right, hey? Yeah.
You're a little bit wide on that corner, but that means you're going to have to be donning this later on, my friend.
That's all good. You know, it's my colour.
It is indeed. You hold on to that for later.
Yep.
Right now, we'll go do a bit of fishing, eh?
Oh, looking forward to it, mate. Let's get in there.
Let's go. So this area here, we've got an estuary. Water comes in and out, obviously with the tide. We've got sand flats all the way around here behind us. There's a mussel bed over here, which we're going to get into in a second. I can feel shellfish underneath us at the moment.
Cockles under
What
here.
have we got there, Mick? Some cockles.
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of stuff in
Two or
there.
whatever. Yeah. So we've got an incoming tide, so we're going to get stuck in and get a bit of shellfish and whatnot, and use a bit for bait and maybe munch back a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be
Sound
fun.
good?
Looking forward to it.
All right. Most harbours and estuaries on the Coromandel Peninsula will be home to shellfish, but be sure to check local limits and also take note of any shellfish health warnings that may be in effect. Got a full sack. You got a full sack, mate?
Took me all of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And she's chocker.
So it would have taken a regular person about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So
We could have gone over there and then not even had to get wet to do it.
with enough water on the estuary to launch a Surtees, the plan was to head out near Slipper Island and hopefully grab a few nice fish for dinner.
We found a little workup. Just wanted to get a couple of fresh baits. And looks like I got a nice kahawai. So I was casting right into the middle of that workup, winding fairly fast, and then he hit it. There he is.
It's a good sized cow, mate.
Yeah, nice. Look over here, mate, please. Oh,
Yeah,
good
beauty.
stuff.
Nice fish, man.
Yeah.
Good size.
There you go. And good sport on the light, sort of soft bait gear. Here you wait for some lovely, hopefully some lovely strip baits. Geez, he could even mate for a live bait, that guy. On a nice big kingy.
The
See
day
how
is
we go.
Heading over 60 metres of water, it's over the sand, and we're heading about 30 knots, and the garmin picked up some sign at the bottom, and so we just doubled back and had a bit of a look, and we've dropped a Jarvis Walker intruder, which is a slow jig, I'll show you in a second, down into the sign, and it's been grabbed by something with a bit of weight here. I'm hoping it's not a barracuda. It's fighting a bit like a barracuda, but it's also fighting a bit like a snapper, so we'll go with barra snapper. What do you reckon, Meg?
Barracuda! But if it's a snapper, it's going to be good.
Yeah, it'd be a nice size snapper, I'd say.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, he's coming a bit easier now. Might be a snap. What's that? Is that my fish? Oh, yeah, snap. Get the net.
Need the net, you think?
Yes, please.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, he's a nice one. That's a nice snap. How's he hooked? He's got this far. We'll lift him in, eh? There we go.
Ah,
Look at
nice.
that.
Look at the colours on him. What a stunning
Beautiful looking fish. You won't be getting bites on your ledger rig there, Mig, but oh, that's a nice fish. Beauty. Actually, I think we'll keep this one, Mig. That's a lovely eating size, eh? That's a crackingly good fish. Look at this. Hey, just dropped down over a little bit of side. So we've got a double hook rig, and they were both in there. That was only just in there. Unfortunately, that one's nicely in the corner of the mouth. Only small hook, so you've got to leave your drag relatively light when you're bringing up fish on these lures, because, yeah, although the hooks are strong, they're still only very small hooks and they can rip out easier. So that's the lure of using there, and that's a 60 gram. And we're in 60-something metres of water, but because it's such a nice day, you can just drop down a 60-gram jig, and that's the result.
Stunning.
On to another one soon, Mig?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Good way to start.
Bloody good way to start.
Beautiful sized trevally in there.
We are fishing and gathering up a storm out from Wharekawa on the east coast of the Coromandel. With the net set and the challenge sorted, we headed out to Slipper Island, where we've already managed a couple of very nice fish. Interesting to see what this is, because we're in the middle of nowhere, so sort of 70 metres of water and yeah, just sandy bottom. So it's I'm picking it's a snapper, but we'll wait and see. I've got the Jarvis Walker intruder and Mig fishing with a soft bait. Have a look at that sign on the sounder there behind you. Here's me snap. Oh, it's a gurney. There he is. Oh, another species to add to the list. And that's not a bad one to add.
Oh, yum.
You like that, Mig?
It's good.
Once again, the gurnard, stunning looking fish, stunning eating fish. And he's going to go straight in the bin, into the icy tech for tonight's tea, I think. So he obviously wasn't the sign that was mid-water that we can see there, but he's just hanging at the bottom and come up and had a crack at that.
Beautiful. Hopefully, not a barracuda. Sure he would have busted me by now, but hopefully it snaps. That would be very nice.
something you can contribute to the trip, Mick?
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be good.
You contributed much so far.
I want to see what this is because there's a little bit of sign down there. It's pretty hard to read. Oh, Meg, you genius. Golden snap.
Snaps.
He's an edible sucker, this guy. Get him in there.
Stunning.
Mean. Yeah, that's Goldie.
Beautiful.
On a softie.
Really?
Now those guys have got the sharp gill plate in there, Mick. You know about it?
Oh, no? Tell me about it.
Well, there's razor sharp where that gill comes around. Where that gill plate comes around and meets the... Yeah, so don't get your hands all up in there because well, have a crack if you like. Go for it.
No, it's good.
Anyway, yeah, golden snapper. Great eating. With dinner sorted and the boat fishing proving somewhat challenging, we headed back to base for fresh fish and a bit of conservation with the boomsticks. A good possum is a dead possum. They're introduced species and they damage our environment, native bush, and doing a bit of culling here, eh, Mig?
You know, we do our part from time to time and just eradicate a few of them, and you know, you can keep the fur. There it is. There makes for some lovely clothing. Just pulls off.
Much like the fur they use, that fur vest you wear from time to time, eh, Mig?
Oh, which one might that be?
The one that you wear when you take your shirt off and then you're just left with your fur vest on.
The one,
Possum
on my
fur
chest. Yep. Anyway.
Boys are already into a fish. What do you got, boys?
Yeah, got a couple of trevally in here by the looks.
Nice.
Yes,
Rivers.
that's good.
So it's going to go through, check the net, and then we'll leave the net out there and come back and get it later because we'll set it through another tide. So that's a good sized trevally, and there's about 3 or 4 around this size, one even bigger, which the boys are pulling out of the net. So
Got a
pretty cool. Yeah. These make good eating, and no flounder as of yet, but you're not going to complain when you can get a lovely trevel like that. What do you got there, fellas?
Looks like we've got a Perori.
A Perori even. Not ideal. Not the target species, but it's a fish. Powers away.
It's good to have a nice legal flounder there, and to go with our trevally. There we go. You right, mate?
Yeah. Oh, we've got a flounder.
Oh, good stuff. That's going to make for some nice eating later on.
That's not too bad, Mick.
Yeah, it's a good haul, eh?
Nice little flounder
Can't
there.
complain with that.
He's a lovely flounder.
Yeah. And some beautiful sized trevally in there too. Obviously running through the harbour at the moment. Oh.
Yeah, we'll get that guy back in him for brekkie, eh?
Yep, cook him up whole, just whip the guts out and slap him on the fish.
He just pissed it over you. That's
That's
awesome.
all
Knock them on the head, whip the guts out, and then just chuck them in the pan as they are. Bit of butter. Yum.
Yummy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Mate, that's a good fish. That's a nice fat kingy. It's all go out from Wharekawa, and we've been successfully fishing, gathering, and hunting during our couple of days here. With kawai, snapper, gurnard, golden snapper, trevally, and flounder already ticked off, we headed back out on the Surtees to target kingfish on jigs. Oh, he's just playing stalemate at the moment. Hasn't really done anything. Just a bit of weight. Trying to shake the hook now, and here he goes. Come on, mate. Scrap me. Come on. Oh, here he goes. Oh, nice. Not quite big enough to pull string, eh? Another rat. Yeah, so this fish isn't massive. It'll be probably in the rat category of the kingfish size, but which is a smaller kingy, but it's gonna be a reasonable fight, but it's always better when they're pulling line and you're struggling to hold on to them. Yeah, just what I thought. Just a little fella. There he is. Easy release. Back he goes into the drink.
Winding. I've just hooked up with a fairly strange, could be a barracuda, but also a common bycatch with jigging can be snapper, so not going to count it out. Or it could just be a minute kingy, just a little rat.
Gee, she must be tiny, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty
You're
small.
not even puffing.
Nope. Hardly even noticed it was on to start with. Carried on jigging with it on there.
Yep, got him. Oh, yep.
You good?
The kingy.
I've just got a barracuda, mate. Ah, barracuda.
You got a coots?
Yeah.
I think I might have got... Last time you got a coots, I got a kingy. I think it might happen again, mate.
You didn't.
How, I didn't see your cooter, mate. Was it a good one?
Nah.
No such thing?
When you're jigging,
No such
and there's
thing.
cooter around, no such thing. No
Sometimes you
such
have to wade through the cooter to get to the kingies, but... Okay, here it is. It is a kingfish, just a rat. But it is, I suppose, the target species for this part of the day. It's not a barracuda, so I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, yeah, lucky it's a Surtees. Hey. So I've got the jig in this hand like that. Then we just reach down and grab the hook, which is on an assist rig. And we should just be able to, by using the weight of the fish, no, not like that, is just roll that hook and just let them drop out, like so. That's the jig, which is 250 grams, weighted at the bottom so it drops nice and quickly. And as we work it up, it comes up in a fluttering motion. So we're winding and we're lifting at the same time. That's an assist rig, which has a bit of, made of Kevlar, has a bit of barracuda chafage on there. So we'll need to replace that. Tied onto a hook, which is a very solid jigging hook. And then, yeah, we've got to attach that to a split ring, then to a solid ring. And meanwhile, the whole time the jig can sit like that, basically means that you can, you've got direct contact with your hook and your main line, which is this here. And that's a 100-pound mono. Connected back at to our braid with a PR knot. All right, double hook up. Who's going to get it in first, Mick?
It's all good. Firing away.
I just dropped mine.
Ooh.
Those back again.
But mine's legal.
Yeah, they're cooters, I think.
Not real.
They're
Not
barracudas,
real.
mate. Yep,
There we are.
Whoa. Mate, that's a good fish.
What?
That's a good fish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You need a bit of back up on it?
No, I'm around the prop.
Oh, real? You're right, you're right, you're right. Whoa, look at the size of that cooter.
Oh, shift that chili bit out of the way.
Whoa.
Jeez, he'd shake you right back to the boat, this fish.
We need some pliers. Plier.
It feels like a kingy, this one. Oh, goodness.
Checking around.
Alrighty.
Do I get my barracuda out of the way?
Meg's big, dirty barracuda.
He's huge.
Chased by a jig. I was just winding up to get out of Meg's way. Chased the jig all the way back to the boat. Just doing some big head nods at the moment. This feels a bit bigger than a cuda though. On the fin or offshore combo, which has proven itself once already. Whoa, it's coming home all right. All right. That's a good sizing.
Nice one, mate. Nice one. Jeez. Looks like I got him.
Okay. That's a nice fat kingy on the jig. It's been a hard day so far, eh, Mick?
Has
We've
been
been trying to get some fish, and we tried some half hooker before. That was no good. But I managed to yank this guy out of the 70-odd metres of water. Get the flash on, Sandy. That's all I've got time for from Wharekawa this week. But make sure you tune in next week to see us load up on live baits and tackle hungry kingfish close to home. Followed by a bit of land-based action and see how Mig fares in town with his pink shirt. Welcome to paradise. Oh, it's a week called paradise, eh, Mig?
Sorry. I started a bit
What have
early.
you got going on there? A bit of a baby? Oh, the baby, Mig.
All right, sorry. Start again.
Oh,
When you're ready, J-Rock.
I'll see you at the beach, mate.
Yeah, it's this way.
Now, here is your chance to win our awesome weekly prize pack brought to you by Radio Hauraki. And this week's prize pack is a Logitech UE Boom water-resistant speaker system, a Milwaukee heated hoodie, a pair of Dirty Dog polarised sunglasses, a Finor and Jarvis Walker tackle pack, and a 12-month subscription to NZ Bayfisher magazine. For your chance to win, remember this code word, head over and like our Facebook page for a second code, then tune into Hauraki Breakfast Monday mornings for your cue to call. We proudly use Finor tackle, Surtees boats, Honda outboards, and Garmin electronics. Yoo-hoo!